Welcome to my channel Adhyan with Flow. Chapter 6. The name is Anatomy of Flowering Plant. Guys, this is nothing. Now we discuss about some detailed anatomy of plants. Why we use this term? Because we study angiosperm. What? Angiosperm. They are flowering plants, na? That's why this is the heading. Don't be confused. In this chapter, we discuss about what? Plant anatomy. That's it, guys. Plant anatomy. Okay, let's start. Guys, tissue. What you understand by tissue? Okay, I'm changing the pen. Huh. What is tissue? From the basic level, we understand they cell aggregate and they form tissue organized and they make a organ, and organ organized and they make a organ system, and now finally a body will form. It may be plant's body, it may be animal body. Is it clear, guys? Okay, in previous video we already discussed about animal tissue, epithelial tissue, muscle tissue, connective tissue, neural tissue. Now let's talk about flower. Let's talk about flowering plants, means angiosperm. What kind of tissue they have? What kind of tissue they have? First, at the basic level, very basic level, let's start with the base. Okay, now we know the cell aggregate and composed tissue. Guys, what is meristematic tissue? If we divide tissue, then how we divide? Meristematic tissue. Some are permanent tissue. Okay, let's start with meristematic tissues. Guys, according to their name, they are responsible for what? They are mainly responsible for cell division. Remember this thing. Cell divide. Remember this thing. Remember this thing. First property is meristematic tissue. They specialized in cell dividing and cell division. Meaning of meristematic is divided. Alright, and they give some location. Now second property is where they found. This is the first property. And second property is where they found, at the tip of the root and the tip of the shoot. Look at here. Diagram A represent root part tip, and diagram C, they represent the tip part of shoot. Look at here. Here root meristematic tissues are present. At the shoot part, here top, shoot apical meristem is present. Here ram is present. Here sam is present. Root, apical, meristem. Root means they present in root parts. Apical means they present on the tip part. Meristematic means they divide. And now shoot, they present at the tip part of the shoot. Shoot means they present on the shoot part. Apicals means they present on the tip of the part, top part of the shoot. And meristematic means where they divide. Assume this is the shoot part and this is the root part. This is the root tip and this is the shoot tip. What they do? They divide. And here this is the root, and they divide. They increase their length in this direction. They increase their their growth in this direction. Okay. Now let's discuss root, apical, meristem occupy the tip of the root. Okay, now we understand this. The tip part of the root. Means stage 1. This size. Here is root, apical, meristem. Now after some days, look at here. Growth is increased or not? Yes, na? So that is. They present at the root tip part. Okay. While the shoot, apical, meristem occupies the distance most region of the stem axis. They represent on the root and they are shoot. Assume this is the shoot, primary shoot. Okay, there is a branch and all. And after some days, look at here their height. And now look at their height. So why they grow? In this axis? Because they have means shoot, apical, meristem. Okay, during the formation of leaves, here during the formation of leaves and elongation of stem, some cell left behind from shoot apical meristem, they call it as a axillary bud. Why they want to explain us? They said that when stem is divided, then what they do, they divide in this direction, but somewhere they lost their tissues here, they drop their tissues here. Okay, now what thing is arise from these tissue? These are axillary bud, and they convert into the leaf form. Now next, such buds, let's talk about these buds. Such buds are present in the axils of leaves. Some are from axis of leaves and some are capable of forming branch or flower. Either they can make a leaves, either they can make a stem, either they can make a flower. Alright, the meristem which occur between mature tissue is known as intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem, they are also present here. Look at here, this is the shoot part. Assume this is the shoot part, and they are also present here. Relax guys, they are also present here. Okay, now some herbivores if feed this leaf, then again originate. Okay, so guys, apical part, this part plus this part, intercalary part, what they provide? They provide plant growth. Primary meristem. Now, okay, now we understand that apical and intercalary, their growth direction is this. Now, which kind of meristem, which kind of growth provide their width? Okay guys, shoot is okay, grow in this direction, but as well as they grow in this direction also na, long as well as wider. Yeah, long as well as wider. Who promote width of the plant? Means this is the shoot. Who promote this growth? Because they have what? They have lateral meristem. Lateral meristem. Now they promote what? They promote secondary meristem. These are the primary meristem, these are the secondary meristem. Primary meristem made up with apical part and intercalary part. Secondary meristem is made up with lateral meristem because they increase the width. Guys. Now clear guys. Okay. Guys, in this topic we discuss like meristem. They divide. But don't you think guys that throughout the lifespan can they divide? Some tissues become permanent or not? Why they become permanent? So getting their function. This cell divide. Now what? Who promote their function? Now if cell divide, okay, this is the dividing. Okay, now cell is growth, plant has become long and tall, wider. Now this time for function guys, make a photosynthesis, make a food, make a flower, make a fruits. Okay, now some cells, they are responsible for functioning, but if they commit, yes, I want to do function, then they become permanent. Now they again can't divide guys, they can't divide them, they can't divide. Now I give you whole summary like, guys, in this topic what we discuss meristem tissues. What is the special property of first special property of meristematic tissues? The first special property is cell divide and divide. Clear or not? Yes guys, clear. Second property is what? Their location. What is the location? First location is ram and second location is sam. You have to explain this property. Root apical meristem, shoot apical meristem. You have to write there where ram is present, where sam is present. Which is the location? They present at the tip part of the plant. Ram present at the tip part of the root and sam present at the tip part of the shoot. Clear or not? Third property. Guys, third special feature is what? Some of the tissue contribute in primary meristem. Some are the meristem contribute in primary growth. We include apical and intercalary. You have to explain what is intercalary and what is apical. You have to explain where apical growth is occur and how they originate. You have to tell about this. What is axillary bud? What is the axillary blood future? Not blood. What is the function of axillary bud? What they give? Leaves, flower, branch. What is the function of intercalary? What is the function of intercalary? What kind of function they will give? What kind of function they will give? Also leaves, stem, or either branches, either fruits, either flower. All right or not? Now fourth property is some are meristematic tissues contributing in secondary meristem growth. Secondary meristematic growth. They include one kind of meristem, lateral meristem. They promote what? Width. Diameter. They promote what? Length. Okay, you have to write in your examination. Okay, this is the statement properties. You have to understand. You have to understand. So guys, that's all for now. In this video, meristematic tissue, that's all for now. These are some properties. If I forget something, you can mention. Guys, remember this diagram. Don't underestimate this diagram. No. You have to remember. They can ask you, guys, where leaf primordia is present. Where is primordial part is present. Then you have to take understand now. What where you study that leaf primordial, primordial, flower primordial, okay, branch primordia, okay. You have to remember where shoot apical meristem is present. Axillary bud, differentiating vascular tissues. They give rise what? Phloem and xylem. Come to the root. These are root apical meristem. Okay, let me erase. Wait. Look at here. Initial of root cap. They produce what? Root cap. This is very important. Now growth is the root cap. This they grow. Positive gravitropism. Yes or not? Yes. Now initial of central cylindrical and cortex. They make a contact like epidermis, endodermis, cortex. Okay, they made this thing. Now protoderm, cortex, central cylindrical. You have to remember, guys. You have to remember this name where protoderm is located. Okay, this time so you know that. Okay, protoderm contained by apical meristem of root. Now at that time, competitive level at examination hall, you have to remember this thing. Who contain protoderm? Who contain root cap? Okay, you can assume this is root cap. So this is a very easy. Who contains central cylindricals and cortex? Then you have to remember, guys. And what is a diagram? Such a beautiful diagram. You should practice this diagram. This is easy, guys. What? There are layers. You have to remember these layers. Easy na? Root apical meristem is easy. Now what is shoot? Little bit they are modified. Little bit they are like, yeah. You have to practice and you can make a perfect diagram. Okay. Again, this is a easy. Okay. No, let's shoot. Diagram is complete. Root diagram is complete. You have to add fifth point. You have to draw diagram. Well labeled. Okay, guys. So that's all for now. And thank you for watching my video and supporting me. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel, Adhyan with Flow. So we'll meet in next video. Thank you so much.